Birthday, October 30th, 1987. Age, 34 years, 34-year-old. Sun sign, Scorpio. Conceived country, United States. Brought into the world in Lincoln, Nebraska. Popular as plus-size model. Stature, 5 feet 9 inches, 175 centimeters. Life partner / ex, Justin Irvin, M. 2010. Mother, Linda Graham. Ashley Graham is a famous American larger-size model and TV moderator. Brought up in Nebraska, Ashley has had a troublesome past. From being befuddled about her sexual inclinations to being harassed in school because of her weight, she has endured a ton. She began demonstrating in her adolescence, when she was offered an agreement by Wilhelmina Models, a famous displaying organization in her home state. She advanced toward the fronts of various well-known design magazines, like Vogue and She acquired ubiquity for addressing full-figured ladies. In 2009, she showed up in a glamour publication named These Bodies Are Beautiful at Every Size. Before the finish of 2012, she was given the Full-Figured Fashion Week's Model of the Year grant. In 2013, she planned an undergarments line for Edition L. She has additionally passed judgment on the Ability Chase show America's Next Top Model. In 2016, she turned into the very first larger-size model to show up on the front of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Ashley Graham was brought into the world in Lincoln, Nebraska, on October 30, 1987. Her dad is a data set advertiser, and her mom is a homemaker. Ashley grew up with her 2 more youthful sisters. Ashley was full-figured even as a child. Adolescence hit her when she was in 4th grade, and that caused her to persevere through a great deal of sexual maltreatment. She had a pained relationship with her dad. She was additionally a casualty of body disgracing in school. She was tormented a considerable amount and was classified thunder thighs because of her curiously large thighs. Ashley before long created issues because of the maltreatment she looked in school. She was determined to have consideration shortfall hyperactivity jumble, ADHD, and dyslexia. When she was 14 years of age, more seasoned men had started making lewd gestures toward her. Ashley's mom turned out to be exceptionally careful about these episodes. At a certain point, she even paid Ashley's more youthful sisters to shout out "Mother! Mother!" each time they saw a more established man moving toward Ashley. Despite the fact that she opposed any sexual contact at a youthful age, Ashley turned out to be very liberal about sex as she became older. This caused her further mental issues. Ashley Graham was spotted by a headhunter at a nearby shopping center in Nebraska when she was 12 years of age. The specialist proposed that her mom send a portion of Ashley's photographs to a displaying organization. This was the start of Ashley's displaying profession. She showed up in various magazines and boards before she moved on from Lincoln Southwest High School in 2005. She before long showed up in New York to fill in as a full-time model. In the beginning phases of her demonstrating vocation, she confronted inconvenience finding position because of her offbeat body structure. For the initial not many years, she got offers to include as a list young lady and was informed that she could always be unable to go past that. She before long got a proposal from Ford Models. Tragically, Ford shut down their hefty size division before long. This was a significant catastrophe for Ashley, and she then, at that point, joined IMG, another top displaying organization. Before long, her profession got pace. One of her first significant breaks came her direction in 2007, when she was profiled by Sally Singer of Vogue magazine. In 2009, she showed up in a glamour publication named These Bodies Are Beautiful at Every Size. The mission highlighted her close by other famous hefty size models, like Kate Dillon-Levin, Amy Lemons, Jenny Runk, and Inansa Sims. She made news again when she showed up in a disputable ad for Lane Bryant, which was subsequently prohibited in numerous nations. When it had been taken off from YouTube, the business had been watched by in excess of 800,000 watchers. The business was covered by driving American distributions, for example, the New York Post and the Huffington Post. At the point when the contention ran wild, she showed up on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno to resolve the issue. The show made her an easily recognized name in the US, and individuals liked her for being sure about her body, regardless of being body disgraced via web-based media. In 2010, Ashley Graham showed up in the article of Buzz magazine. She then, at that point, turned out to be important for some of Levi's and Marina Rinaldi crusades. A portion of her most prominent works have been for Edition L, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, and Target. In 2012, she showed up on huge bulletins for Lane Bryant in New York. Steadily, she came to be viewed as one of the most well-known contemporary hefty-size models. She acquired the full-figured Fashion Week's Model of the Year grant before the finish of 2012. In 2013, Ashley Graham left into style planning momentarily. She planned an underwear chain for Edition L, a Canada-based larger-size clothing retailer. That very year, she showed up on Made, a MTV unscripted TV drama, which highlighted her as a mentor for a yearning larger-size model. In May 2014, she was included in Harper's Bazaar magazine's pre-fall assortment and Magnificence publication. She then, at that point, showed up on the front of Elle Quebec. In 2015, she showed up in a notice in the bathing suit issue of Sports Illustrated magazine, as a feature of the Swimsuit for All mission. The following year, she showed up on the front of the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit edition. She turned into the first larger-size model to have accomplished the accomplishment in the magazine's set of experiences. That very year, she showed up in the music video for the Melody Toothbrush by DNCE. Ashley Graham has showed up as a behind-the-stage host of the Miss USA 2016 and the Miss Universe 2016 Expos. She rehashed the work the next year, as well, for both the challenges. What's more, she has likewise showed up as an appointed authority in the Ability Chase show America's Next Top Model, which is communicated on VH1. In 2017, Ashley kept in touch with her self-portrayal, a new model, what confidence, beauty, and power really look like. The diary portrays her underlying battle as a larger-size model and tells how she conquered the impediments with certainty. Ashley Graham has been vocal all of the time against body disgracing. She has given addresses about body acknowledgement and self-perception in schools. She has upheld the Health at Every Size movement and has been important for beneficent work in South Africa with the Thimba Foundation. As her underlying connections were generally sex-based, Ashley Graham regularly discusses the disadvantages of such plainly sexual connections. She guarantees that when she at last observed the ideal man, she went without having intercourse until they got hitched. She met Justin Irvin, a videographer, in a congregation. They dated for some time prior to getting hitched in 2010. On January 18, 2020, Justin Irvin and Ashley Graham invited their first child. In January 2022, Ashley brought forth twin young men, Roman and Malachi,